People are dying, the fault is our own. You can do lots of damage when you're on your phone.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 South Park songs.
There's a bunch of birds in the sky.
For this list, we'll be looking at the countless songs from this show's history. We'll be including tunes from both the TV show and the full-length feature film. Do you have a favorite South Park song? Let us know in the comments. Number 20. La Resistance Medley. South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. After hearing almost a dozen songs by the kids, the parents, and even Satan himself, audiences were already accustomed to what kind of singing voices they were hearing. So it came as a bit of a shock when Gregory opened his mouth and gave us La Resistance.
You see the distant flames, they bellow in the night. You fight in all our names for what we know is right. And when you all get shot and cannot carry on, though you die, La Resistance lives on.
Sung by notable Phantom of the Opera performer Howard McGillin, there's a clear distinction between his classical Broadway delivery and everything else we've heard so far. Gregory's call to arms quickly turns into a medley of every song we've heard thus far, giving us a perfect crossover of music as we approach the climax of this film.
When did the song become a marathon?
I want to
When Canada is dead and gone, there'll be no more Celine Dion!
Number 19. Montage. Aspen. This entry has the unique distinction of being the only song on this list that was also in Trey Parker and Matt Stone's puppet movie Team America: World Police.
And with every shot, show a little improvement. To show it raw would take too long. That's called a montage.
The Season 6 episode Aspen finds Stan in need of some quick training on how to ski the hardest mountain in Aspen, Colorado. As the song plays, an actual montage of his progress is shown, but the best part about all of it are the song's lyrics. As opposed to just a nice tune that fits with the story, this one goes to great lengths to explain to the listener what a montage is, all while showing us one on screen.
You've got to reach your prime. That's when you need to put yourself to the test and show us a passage of time. We're gonna need a montage.
It's about as meta as the episode could get. Number 18. Chocolate Salty Balls. P.S. I love you. Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. Fans of the show already know how Chef is notorious for his highly inappropriate musical interludes with the kids.
It's all gone to hell, children, and we're all to blame, even me.
This song, however, takes it to a whole new level. Singing, of course, about his latest culinary treat, the lyrics give listeners a very adult-themed double entendre, which does nothing but give everyone the giggles. It starts off innocent enough, giving us the lowdown on how to make his famed baked goods, but it's the chorus that kills us.
Ooh, suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put 'em in your mouth. Put 'em in your mouth and suck 'em and suck 'em.
How could you not start laughing the moment you hear what he wants you to do with his chocolate delight? It's for that alone we love Chef, and we love his chocolate salty balls. Number 17. Give Life a Try. Put It Down. Eric Cartman has had his share of musical moments over the course of the show's run. This won't be the last time we'll talk about him on this list. After getting caught in a lie about his breakup with Heidi, Cartman attempts to use mental health awareness as a means of deflecting from his embarrassment. He breaks out into song in the school hallways, trying to convince others not to let him end his own life.
Eric, we don't want you to die, Eric. Give life a try, Eric. We don't want you to die, Eric. Oh God, no, Eric.
It's another case of Cartman trying to overshadow real-world issues with his own selfishness, but this time through song. We're not sure if it's everyone's apathy or Eric's terrible rapping skills that gives us a laugh. We just know it's funny.
But Eric, we don't want you to die. You're so cute, we'd be sad at school.
Number 16. The Ballad of Lemmywinks. The Death Camp of Tolerance. Reinstated as the 4th grade teacher, Garrison, along with new partner Mr. Slave, tries to get fired in order to sue the school for millions. Lemmiwinks, the class's pet gerbil, becomes an unwilling participant in Garrison's antics. The rodent becomes trapped in Mr. Slave's intestines, and it's there we get our first taste of his song, The Ballad of Lemmiwinks.
A great adventure is waiting for you ahead. Hurry onward, Lemmiwinks, or you will soon be dead.
It's interspersed throughout the episode, giving us a lovely folktale about his journey through the insides of Mr. Slave. The entire premise of where the gerbil is and how he got there is outright disturbing, but we can't help but love the folksy tune that accompanies the little guy on his adventure.
Take the magic helmet torch to help you light the way. There's still a lot of ground to cross inside the man so gay.
Number 15. Joseph Smith was called a prophet, all about Mormons. Unlike their take on Scientology, South Park's jab at the Latter-day Saints seemed to go over without a hitch. When a new Mormon family moves to town, Stan is treated to the story of Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon.
Joseph Smith was called a prophet, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. He started the Mormon religion, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Through the use of flashbacks, we learn all the details of how the religion began, set against a backdrop of an overly sarcastic and creative song. When it begins, you think the use of the word dumb is just meant to be part of the melody. But as the story continues, it becomes clear it's being used to describe the writer's opinion on the origin of the religion.
Lucy Harris, smart, smart, smart. Martin Harris, dumb.
Number 14. Imagination Song. Imagination Trilogy. The Imagination Trilogy appears in Season 11 and was originally meant to be a full feature film. When that was axed, it became a 3-part episode that featured countless characters from across television and movies. It also featured perhaps one of the most lengthy and arguably annoying songs in the show's history. Consisting of literally a single word, the song repeats it again and again, merely changing the tone and inflection in which the word is sung.
Imagination. Imagination.
Given how massive the 3-episode arc was, it's no surprise the song is kept simple. It was, however, the key to getting into Imagination Land, so we have to give props for that.
Was there more to the Imagination song? How does the rest of it go?
Imagination. No, dude, it went up there.
Number 13. Circle of Pooh. A very crappy Christmas. It's not the circle of life, it's the circle of poo. Or so Mr. Hanky would have you believe. For his first appearance on this list, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh gives us a song about the cycle in which he and his family are a part of.
It's the poo of the antelope, the poo of the giraffe.
A clear parody of the Lion King's Circle of Life song, we're treated to a montage that gives us the true meaning behind what it is to be a poo. It's brilliant, ridiculous, and an incredibly clever potshot at the Disney classic. It won't win any Oscars, but it does give us something to smile about.
I'm the poo of the antelope that flows onto the ground.
Becomes the grass of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Number 12. Timmy and the Lords of the Underworld, Timmy 2000. After hearing the likes of Skylar Morse's band, The Lords of the Underworld, back in Season 3, we all hoped they'd never surface again.
Black darkness fills my icy cell. Demons from hell seek the chosen one.
You're such an amazing poet, Skylar.
Isn't this guitar awesome?
Yet, a year later, we find them on stage giving the whole town something to rock out to. Of course, it's not Morse the fans are clamoring for, it's their new lead singer, Timmy. While belting out his signature name, Timmy turns an otherwise mediocre rock tune into a head-banging classic.
Timmy! Timmy, let me laugh!
bringing an otherwise bored audience to their feet. His fellow classmates cheer on as crowd surfing ensues among a sea of applause. It puts Timmy on the map and on this list. Number 11. Wendy's audition song, Something You Can Do With Your Finger. When Cartman dreams of being famous as part of a new boy band named Finger Bang, he quickly enlists the other guys.
And he has told me how I can make $10 million. How, boy band?
Needing one more member, they put out a call for auditions and Wendy decides she wants to try out. Despite Cartman's objections, she jumps right into a fantastic audition to which the other boys thoroughly enjoy. Lyrically creative, the song finishes each line with what you assume will be a curse word, only to be swapped for something far more tame.
Mrs. Landers was a help nut. She cooked food in a wok. Mr. Harris was her boyfriend and he had a great big cock-a-doodle-doodle. The rooster just won't click, and I don't want my breakfast because it tastes like Shih Tzus make good house pets. They're cuddly and sweet.
It's simple, fun, and one of the few female songs on the show. Plus, we love the nod to Peanuts with the very obvious Schroeder playing piano. Number 10. Push, Feeling Good on a Wednesday. The Sissy. Even after 18 seasons, South Park was still finding ways to surprise its audience. In this transgender-themed episode, we learned that the pop singer Lorde is actually Randy Marsh. While confessing the details to his son, we hear the raw recording of a new song, Push, Feeling Good on a Wednesday, before it gets auto-tuned to become the real thing.
Yeah, feeling good on a Wednesday. Then with the computer, I can actually quantize everything, backup instruments, and then finally I use the auto-tune.
Sparkling thoughts, feeling good on a Wednesday. Giving me the hope, giving me the hope to go on.
Unlike many of the songs on this list, this one wasn't performed by Trey Parker. Although he wrote the lyrics, it was singer-songwriter Sia who actually performed it. Far more poppy than most of the show's tunes, we love the addition of Randy's "Ya Ya Ya" near the end.
I am Lord, Lord.
Randy?
Number 9. Let's Fighting Love. Good times with weapons. No one would argue that the look and feel of South Park is far more simplistic compared to other animated comedies.
Wow, cool.
However, Season 8 opened with a mix of its classic look and something entirely different. When the kids buy some martial arts weaponry, we're treated to a series of shots of our favorite characters drawn as anime. But it doesn't stop there. We also get a Japanese-sung theme song while the boys fight their rivals.
Hey, let's go, Kinkatsu. Taisetsu na mono, protect my balls. Boko ga warui, so let's fighting love. Let's fighting love.
It would have fit perfectly, but the introduction of English into the song just makes it far funnier than it should be. Number 8. I'm Gonna Make Love to You, Woman. Cartman Gets an Anal Probe. Appearing on this list for the second time, this one might even be considered his signature song. Hailing back to the Season 1 premiere episode, we find the kids in the cafeteria looking to Chef for guidance. Assuring them he can help, he belts out a soul-filled song about his affections for a woman and seemingly forgets what the kids needed.
I'm gonna make love to you, woman. Gonna lay you down by the fire and caress your womanly body. Make you moan and perspire.
Forever the ladies' man, Chef's songs were always wholly inappropriate for the boys, but we loved them anyway. This particular tune set the tone for the rest of Chef's appearances throughout the 9 seasons he was a part of the show.
Oh, Kathy Lee, how I'd love to lay you down.
Number 7. Gay Fish. Fish Sticks. The genius of this song is that it's predicated on the fact that Kanye West is the only person in the world who doesn't get a joke about fish sticks.
You're a rapper.
Yes.
An entrepreneur.
Yes.
And you like fish sticks.
Yes.
You're a gay fish.
No, I am not no gay fish.
Jimmy and Cartman's play on words becomes a worldwide hit, but every time someone tells Kanye the joke, he thinks they're questioning his sexuality. He's adamant about not being gay or a fish and goes to extreme lengths to prove it. Yet, in the end, he concedes by jumping into the water and giving us a badly auto-tuned theme song about admitting to his true self.
I've been so lonely, girl, I've been so sad and down. Couldn't understand why haters joked around. I wanted to be free with other creatures like me, and now I got my wish. Cause I know that I'm a gay fish, yo.
It's a perfect way to poke fun at Ye's supposed genius without having to resort to any kind of real cruelty. Plus, we love the new full orchestra version.
It's alright, girl. Making love to other gay fish. Gay fish, gay fish, gay fish.
Number 6. What would Brian Boitano do? South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. Since before the show was on air, South Park has made references to famous figure skater Brian Boitano. Appearing in the second The Spirit of Christmas short film, he later went on to become the subject of a song in South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
What would Brian Boitano do if he was here right now? He'd make a plan and he'd follow through. That's what Brian Boitano do.
When Brian Boitano was in the Olympics skating for the gold, he did 2 sow cows and a triple Lutz while wearing a blindfold.
The boys sing the song as they rally together to save Terrence and Philip from Kyle's mom. For a song about an ice skater, it's surprisingly catchy. It's also uncanny how it seems the perfect fit to help the boys gather troops for their protest. A heavier version of it can be heard as the credits roll out of the movie.
What would Brian Boitano do if he was here right now?
Which one do you prefer? Number 5. What in the butt? Canada on strike. When Canada opts to go on strike, the boys decide to try and make some internet money to keep their northern friends happy.
No! We are not resorting to that.
This results in a viral video depicting Butters performing a song called What in the Butt. Everything about it comes off being both funny and creepy at the same time.
I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt.
Much like many songs on this list, it also has the curious ability to become another earworm from a small town in Colorado. The icing on the cake here is how both the song and video are a recreation of the real thing found on YouTube. Leave it to Butters to make this song into something memorable. Number 4. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. The character of Mr. Hanky was conceived long before South Park was even a thing. Inspired by his own childhood, Trey Parker wrote the character based on ideas he and Matt Stone had put together years prior. The first Christmas-themed episode for the show centered around Kyle trying to convince everyone his fecal friend was not a figment of his imagination. We're eventually treated to Hanky's signature song, which has all the earmarks of traditional Christmas music.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh, he loves me, I love you.
It would reappear several times throughout the show's history, including an entire episode made specifically to showcase other South Park Christmas-themed music.
Howdy-ho, folks! We're gonna do something a little bit different tonight. Instead of our normal thing, we're just gonna sit back and enjoy some holiday songs.
Number 3. San Diego. Butterballs. The seed for this tune was planted about halfway through an episode where Kyle says,
Okay, just be careful you don't end up naked and jacking it in San Diego.
You'd think it was nothing more than a throwaway line for laughs. In reality, we're pretty sure it's there solely so the creators could throw in a catchy tune at the end of the episode. Sure enough, everything goes sideways, the music comes up, and Stan ends up in America's finest city. The entire last 2 minutes of the episode give us an incredible barbershop quartet-like swing tune.
I'm gonna jack it where the sun always shines. He's gonna jack it. Been spreading the word and now I need to ease my mind.
It's hard not to find yourself bopping your head while still feeling a bit awkward about what they're singing about. Number 2. Blame Canada. South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. Blame Canada was featured in the South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut feature film released in 1999.
Times have changed. Our kids are getting worse. They won't obey their parents. They just want to fight and curse. Should we blame the government or blame society?
Or should we blame the images on TV?
No! Blame Canada! Blame Canada!
Nominated for an Oscar, fans also got to watch Robin Williams perform this song at the airing of the 72nd Academy Awards. The crux of the movie centers on censorship and freedom of speech, to which the adults in town have turned a blind eye in the name of protecting their children. The song gives them an anthem, which they use as a means to point the blame at anyone other than themselves. The song drives home the central theme of the film, all while still giving us yet one more memorable track from this movie.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Kyle's mom's a bitch. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh. Did you seriously think any other song would be number 1?
Cartman's a bitch, she's a big fat bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world.
Originally introduced in Season 1, this song took on a new life of its own once the movie came out. Given how Sheila is one of the main antagonists of the film, it's no surprise Cartman revives his dishonorable tribute to Kyle's mom. For a song that trashes one of the adults, it's the catchiest tune this show has ever produced. No wonder all the kids join in with Cartman to comment on Kyle's parentage. Plus, we get the icing on the cake with Eric's solo at the end, all while Mrs. Broflovski watches in discontent.
I really mean it, Cartman. She's a big fat bitch. Little fat Cartman. What?
Pure genius.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.